What's good, everyone? This is EazyMagic, and we are back here with Arlette's Catch Up. This is Jason and um, I don't even say a name wrong. We're gonna say Jason and his date. They're doing a virtual catch up. Let's just go ahead and see what this one's about. I don't even want to try to mess up that name.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Kharyzma and Jason.
Kharyzma.
Welcome guys.
Hello, hello.
How we feeling? How you guys feeling?
Pretty good.
Good.
Okay. All right, so we had you guys both. You guys are actually both returners.
Why did
You
they
were on
say
a
it like
prior
that?
episode, didn't quite work out, and you came back. And when you came back, you ended up matching on episode 28 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Okay, well, with that being said, Jason, is it a yes for you for her?
Definitely.
Okay, and Kharyzma, is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match!
Arlette be ready to do her little things. I noticed that.
All right, and so since coming back and all that stuff, Jason, you pulled a kind of
You did say that, Mango.
on Pop the Balloon by asking for someone who you initially popped on, and she walked off, no match. You were like, please bring her back. I made a mistake. What made you realize you made a mistake, and you were like, okay, I got to bring her back?
So I am somebody who I don't like judging somebody off of things that are stereotypical, especially because I've watched the show before and I've seen that done before. And I felt like the reason I popped on her was just I was just thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should see if there's something there, because the thing is, she's attractive, and it was like, the tattoo thing. It was kind of like I had a lot going through my head, because I'm in a place in my life where, like I said, I have a son. I'm not looking for like frivolous dating. At the time I'm looking for something serious. And if I'm looking at all, I'm gonna be looking for something serious. And so it was like, my thing was, I'm thinking, okay, if I bring to my parents, if my mom, my dad's a pastor, and I was kind of in my mind thinking, okay, if I was to bring somebody to my parents and my mom and stuff like that, I know she's not heavy on like lots of tattoos and things like that, or placement of tattoos and things like that. And so I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe I should just pop. But then I was like, that's kind of a dumb reason in my head. I was kind of just thinking, because when you're up there, you're just thinking about a lot of different things. And I was like, that's a dumb reason to pop with somebody. And I was like, let me, let me just, bring it, try to run it back, see what's, what I'm saying. So yeah, that was what was going through my head.
I see. So Kharyzma, when we were like, oh, it's Kharyzma you want to bring back up here, was there any hesitation, or were you like, yeah, sure, let's give it a try? Like, what was your thought process?
Yeah, I want to hear
whole
what she
segment?
thought about that.
Well, I pretty much go into the whole dating with an open mind. And so at first when he popped, I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. Like, but then he was like, he brought me back. And then what the audience or the people watching didn't see was that we actually had a conversation after he initially popped my balloon, and we had a lot in common. Like, he's saying that he went to the church, or he had like his parents were ministers or pastors, and my parents are too. And so I'm like, okay, well, like,
What's good,
I
Vince?
accept that you
haven't.
made a
We
mistake.
just
So
started
let's
talking.
see,
They just
if we
started
can try
talking
and get
on
something
this
going. And that's
episode.
why
We
I
don't know
decided,
yet.
like, yeah, like, I'll get my balloon back, or he give his balloon back, or whatever, and we can see what's going on.
Okay. Well, like you said, you
You said
guys had a
bring it
little bit
back,
of
Al.
moment, a little time to discuss between after you walked off and the next young lady came on after you. So since you guys have matched on the show, have you gone on a date?
Yeah. So yeah, we went on a couple. What would you call? Did you call those dates? I mean, we went on like to dinner with the couples the
Of
night
course, dinner's a
of.
date.
Well, we were
Yeah,
with the other couples
the
that
first
night.
night.
Oh,
But then the
okay.
And
next
then,
day we kind of like call it a date. We just spent the day together. we went and got food to the pool, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, I guess you can call that a date. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the first night, you guys all went out with everyone. How'd that go? Kharyzma. Let's start with Kharyzma.
It was cool. I think it was cool, but I'm a very like laid back, observant type of person. So, I like to peep everyone's vibe, and there were some other guys that seemed a little more, not so serious about the whole dating thing and more so serious
Uh-oh.
about trying to get some coochie.
Oh.
So like it was a cool like hangout thing, but I feel like the guys were more so we're guys and we're just trying to be guys, I guess.
Okay.
It
So you
wasn't
say
really more
guys.
so
Is Jason included in that?
I'm not gonna say completely no. No.
Okay.
Because I feel like that night he was trying to be more open with me. He was trying to share things about himself. And then the guys were like, oh no, don't tell her all of this and be more secretive. And I'm just sitting there like, if he
Holy.
wants to tell me what he wants to tell me about himself, he can do that. Like, worry about you and
Yeah.
your match.
Right, right, right.
But yeah,
Okay.
it was
Oh,
cool.
they trying to sabotage
Nice.
Jason.
So Jason, how was it for you that first night you guys all went out?
It was cool, because the thing is, like the crew of, a lot of the guys, a good portion of us were on before together, right? And we have like a little brotherhood, and so, a couple of them they were kind of saying like bro, like maybe you just need to maybe you sharing too much or you're saying this or that. And to me, I'm the kind of person I'm open, I'm not closed off to things, and I have a very experienced life view on a lot of different things because I've had an interesting life at a young age. And so I'm not the kind of person who's like, I'm real. So the thing about Jason is like, whatever you're going to get from me in general is what you're going to see. And sometimes in my life, that's kind of been to a fault because I'm sometimes too open and, sometimes doesn't serve me. But yeah, I was like, open to the whole situation. We're talking, get to know each other. And my thing is like, whether we were out with everybody else or not, it was still us getting to know each other. There was some kind of like interesting conversations and things. And I think one of the girls on the show was kind of like in front of all of us, because we all went out as couples, right? It was like, each couple that went out or that got
The
that
matches,
matched.
right? Okay.
And one of the girls who got matched with somebody else was like bringing up how she thought she kept just asking like, why'd you pop on me and why'd you do this, and like we could have done this and done that. And it's like my
What?
thing is like it wasn't like I had just met Kharyzma, but it wasn't like we were like in a relationship, but it was like we had matched, what I'm saying. And so I'm like
Right.
looking at her, I'm like, what's Shorty doing, like what are you doing, like it was just weird.
Long story short, she was just trying to figure out like why her match didn't pop the balloon on me. So when it was my turn, it was Jason and then her match that was still had their balloon unpopped. And so that night when we were all sitting down, I personally, I don't feel like there was any need to bring it up. Like, we're on a dating show, like that's gonna happen. But she brought it. Wait, who brought it up? I think one
So
of the other dudes.
so first of all, we talking about two different people. I ain't gonna say their names, but I'm talking about Kharyzma. I'm talking about the one. I'm talking about the other girl. I'm not talking about her. That's a whole other situation. I'm talking about the other girl.
That sounds messy. So it's like, so after them, the guy ended up matching with somebody else and she made a whole issue with it.
I
That makes no
was
like
The
so.
red
what?
dress.
She
So
had the red
what it
dress
sounds
after,
like to
yes.
me is y'all should have went
After?
out on your own as a match.
Yes.
Well, we did.
That's
the
what it
next
sounds
day.
like. Okay.
Honestly, we were cool that night. I feel like all the other couples were having their issues. Like,
They was having
that
kerfuffles.
night, Jason was, he was all up on me. He was making it known that he was vibing with me and he liked me. And so we were cool. It was just some other stuff going on with the rest of the matches.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the next day. Let's go on to
The
the
next
next day.
day, the next day was cool too. Like the whole time we vibed. The whole day we had good conversation.
Food. You came to the hotel like that, like 11, 12 or something like that, right? Then we went
Yeah,
to the
and then
pool,
the whole rest of the day we were together,
just chilling. Yeah.
and
Nice.
yeah, it was good. It was good vibes. There was nothing that I had an issue with initially. So
Okay. Nice. So, Jason, once you left, because you're Charisma's in Arizona, but you're not. Once you left, how'd everything go? Have you been back? Have you gone over to him, Charisma? How's everything?
We've been back every
well,
week.
we had planned
No, I'm
on
playing.
meeting up, and I feel like also I feel like I was trying a little bit more because I was like, you know what? Since we're gonna do this whole dating thing, or we're gonna see what's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and get me a flight, and I'll see you within a week. And I was about to go there within that week, and we had discussed that, and we were ready to do that. I was looking at flights, and then all of a sudden, I texted him. I'm like, I forgot what I texted him, but I'm good with vibes and I'm good with energy. And so I just noticed, like, I was just making sure, like, hey, like, are you sure you want me to come down there? Is this a good time? Are we on the same page? And then he hit me with, what did you say? You said we're on two different paths or something
Yeah.
like
So
that.
so yeah. It's like I said earlier. I'm in this space where like if I have a feeling of something where it's like I'm not 100% sure that this is going to be something that goes to marriage, then I'm in the space. I'm almost 30. I'm not entertaining it, even if it's something good.
So
I
what
was
made
in.
you
I've
feel
had.
like that though?
What?
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, there was a couple different things. So when we first had that conversation, we matched the day before. When I was kind of talking about, the church thing and stuff like that, it was in a sense of like we were like, oh yeah, your parents do this, my parents do this kind of thing, right? But it was not really this thing of like you're in ministry or stuff like that. Whereas in my life, that's what my life is gearing towards, where it's like ministry and it's like I was in this space where I was kind of out of my walk with God for a while. I got really heavily back into it. And to me, a lifelong partner is somebody who is not just has a lineage of that, but is somebody who is actively seeking after that at the same fervor that I am, right? And so it wasn't, and I'm the kind of person, I'm not going to try to ask questions or try to gear somebody to give me information to like make it like, oh, are you on this path? You know what I'm saying? It's more so I'm going to just look at the situation and kind of be like, okay, is this what this situation is giving to me, right?
Okay, but in relationships, you don't just go in a relationship being a perfect husband or a perfect wife. You grow together. So
Exactly.
if you were someone that was like, okay, well, I want to see what's going on and I want to see if you would be open to the idea of getting closer to God and being active in the church and things like that, and I liked you and I wanted us to work, I would do that. I would gladly do. I grew up in the church. I was in the church every Sunday. I even go to the church with my G mama every now and again. Like it's not anything that's foreign to me. So the fact that you did that, like based off of, oh, she's not active right now, like there has to be
Yeah.
another reason. Like you got to give
No,
me
so
something
that was
else.
and how you just explained it is the exact thing I meant. I've been in a situation before with exes and stuff like that before where it was me trying to build them to be a certain kind of person, right? And that's what I did not want to do. I'm not trying to coach anybody to be a certain kind of thing. I'm at a place where it's like, and it's not that somebody has to be perfect. It's just a certain place that I would like that person to be at because I'm at this same place that I'm at. And I know that how I am, I know that, like, for example, because like I said, I'm getting back into a certain place, right? I know that for me, I would even prefer that woman to be almost stronger in her faith and ministry than I am currently because of the fact that, like with us, because how we vibe and stuff like that, I'll be real with you, we'd probably be out partying, we'd be out, turning up, having fun, stuff like that, which is cool if I was in a different place in life. I'm not at that place, and I knew that that's like I have a high emotional intelligence, and I can tell that
They didn't.
lifelong, it would not be what I'm looking for long term, even though it would
So
have been
Jason,
great and fun.
question for you.
This
If
is
that
very
is something
long-winded
that
too.
was such a huge deal breaker for you, why was that one of your questions on the show? Like, did you ask when she was up there and I was like, okay, do you have any questions for her? Like, was one of your questions, how involved are you in ministry? How is your relationship with God? What, like, was that any of your questions to her?
No, but that was the thing that, like
So he didn't have this conversation, but okay.
she said in the break, that was the first thing that we had a conversation about, right? And not that it wasn't that she lied or anything like that. It was that like she said like, yeah, my parents are in ministry and stuff like that. And I kind of had this, oh, well, that's cool. You know, because it was a shock.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Let's maybe run it back. But it wasn't something to, and it's not like a deal breaker until won't deal with somebody because of it. It's a deal breaker because where I'm at in my life and I won't long term deal with that person. You see, so I'm saying like
Almost the same thing, but
okay. What I'm
Yeah,
saying
Dang,
is,
Arlette.
a deal breaker where you no longer want to deal with her.
That's not realistic though. You don't wake up and be like, okay, God's gonna send me somebody that is just perfect, like in every way.
perfect. No,
Like there's always gonna be something about that person that is not gonna be
you're right.
all the way there. And I don't know. How could you even tell me that I wasn't have a big enough relationship with God over how many conversations we've had? Maybe 2 on FaceTime after we had went on our date. Like, and half of that time you were, you was on the drums. You would show me that you know how to play drums and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't have enough conversation for you to even try to tell me where I'm at. So I feel like you're going off of maybe my social media.
I'm looking at a whole picture of something that goes like, for example, I'll use another example, maybe it makes sense. Say somebody's a personal trainer, right? And say they're trying to have a personal training business and they want a person to couple with them for that. They can very well get a relationship with a person who is in shape, but they're not on that same level of like personal training, and they can be great for that person, whatever. They also can get a relationship with somebody who's also a personal trainer and go forward together towards a certain goal. You see what I'm saying? So it's not
to be honest, yeah, y'all
it's
right.
a thing
Just
where it was like
say
I
you
couldn't have
don't
a
want
relationship
her.
with you because of it right now, but because I know where I want my life to be, I know that it's not a long-term realistic situation that I would be in long-term, even though it's great, it's fun, you're fun, great, stuff like that.
So
That's
can
what
I
I'm looking
ask
at.
a
It's a
question?
long-term thing. Of
Hold
course.
on, one moment, Kharyzma. Let me ask you first.
Okay.
What would make you say your social media? What's wrong with your social media?
What's
or
up with
what
your
do you
social
I mean,
media?
I didn't personally think there was something wrong with my social media until
Okay.
the episode came out. There was like this big old video that had like
Yeah,
the
they was
little
doing a lot. They was doing
what
a
is
lot.
it? What is the like a what
Some
is it
losers
called?
made a reaction video
A
and they were being
reaction
super
video. It was
derogatory
a
and
reaction
gross.
video, and they like dogged me out for like coming on the show looking a certain way, and then my social media was, I guess, another way. Which what I would like to say about that is, I'm the type of person that I'm going to dress for any occasion. If we're going to a ballroom, I'm going to dress accordingly. If I need to look sexy, I'm going to dress like that. If I'm going on a date, I'm going to dress accordingly. If I'm going to church, I'm going to dress accordingly. Like, so I didn't understand that. And then also any provocative pictures that I have on social media, I got paid. I got paid to do that. And also, I think there's only one photo that had lingerie on, and that's the one that I did get paid for. So I don't know, like I get that social media and what you put out there and how you look and how you present yourself is a big factor in how someone might perceive you or even judge you. And I understand that, but I don't know, like I'm a hairstylist. I'm in the beauty industry, so I'm gonna look one way one day and look a totally different person another day. Like, I don't know. It just, you got to get to know me more than, the surface. But they tried to say that I was, a sex worker and all these
No,
things because of my
you really
social
do like.
media. And I've never did not anything like that. So it was funny to me.
Yeah, I'm about to say, looking at her Instagram from this end, she really just did like photo shoots. Honestly, photo shoots or shots. Like she maybe was with like with a rapper. You just type in her name and it'll show right there. It's basically her name with like a few A's, few more A's.
Okay. And so now, when he reached out to you and he said this statement,
Yeah, she just really
what was the
did photo
conversation like
shoots.
after that? Did you guys even have a discussion after that, or it was just he said what he said and that was it?
Regarding
Kharyzma
Like
just
you guys
chill.
being where you
Arlette,
are
you don't
now.
get it. She's really chill. Like you don't get it. Like when she says she's a chill girl for real. Like her the way she responds is not like even when she responded, it wasn't like this like argument thing or like this back and forth whatever. She's chill. So she was just like when
Well,
I reach out.
I'm just the type of person where if you don't want me, I surely do not want you. Like, so when he said
Yeah.
what he said, literally all I said was, okay, because peace out. Like, I'm good over here. Like, I'm not short of any options. I'm not tripping. Like, whatever you feel is best for you, that could be my blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to be like, oh, but why? Or, oh, but,
Right.
no, it was, it was not
Okay.
that.
And now I know you said you had a question for him before I asked that question. Do you still remember what the question was?
Yes, I do. So a part of me feels like also that you already had somebody that you was dealing with in Cali.
What makes you feel like that?
Because on your social media, you had posted a girl. I forget what she was doing, but it was in your house or your crib, and it looked like she was maybe cooking or something. And
Hmm.
you know how like you show like a partial part of the person or the body when
Hmm.
you don't want to like put their whole existence on there. That was like how it was, and so I'm like, okay, well, he
Yeah.
probably had somebody already that he was dealing with.
Yeah. At the
He
time
Uh,
posted
that we
this
were.
when you guys were talking.
This was shortly, like
and
shortly after
shortly
he decided,
after.
like, oh yeah, we're not on the same path.
Okay,
Hmm.
Jason,
Yeah,
sorry.
it was
Interesting
definitely. Yeah,
timing.
no, you're good. No, that was definitely not during. It wasn't during the time that we were talking, and even after, it was probably, I would say, it had to have been after October the 25th, 26th, around that time. Actually, it had to have been after like November, when I posted that. But yeah, and it was like the early October when we stopped talking, probably 2, 3 weeks before or something like that. But yeah, to me, I mean, but yeah, even doing that, I wasn't dealing with somebody at the time that we were talking. And when I went on the show, I feel like that would be crazy. And the girl, if I was dealing with a girl going on a show, a dating show, she probably wouldn't be pleased about that, or letting that fly if that was the case. But no, yeah, it was shortly after that I did post about it on my social media. But no, it wasn't during the time we were talking or matching, I guess you could say. The 2 days and a couple days after, I guess you could call it.
So you just wasted her time.
Okay, Kharyzma, you're making
Gotcha.
faces. What's going on?
Got you.
No, it's cool. I'll let him have it.
Okay.
She a chill girl. Oh,
Oh man. Okay. Well,
It might be best that she
I was
is
hoping
chill
for
right
better
now.
news, honestly, because you guys had such a breakthrough moment on the show.
historic,
I was
historic.
Yeah, I was really hoping it was gonna go somewhere. But so you're saying, just so I can clarify and everything, Jason, for you, you noticed the differences when you guys were hanging out that one whole full day, or like when you noticed, like, yeah, you were not on the same path in life. That was during that day, like that's when you noticed it.
Yeah, that, and then even like the days after, and then like I'm not gonna say that social media didn't play a role in general, because to me, social media it's a way that you market the things that are important to you or a big part of your life. and how you are.
Okay.
And my thing is, like I told Kharyzma, I said, like, even the video I made, a reaction video to those guys, my thing is, however somebody chooses to make their money, do their life, present themselves, whatever, that is 100% up to them. I'm not going to judge them or say, oh, you're wrong for this. That does not mean that I will place myself in a relationship with that person or feel like, you know, I want to go down a path with that person. Even though I can step back and say, hey, I respect your hustle, doing what you're doing, like she said, she got paid for it, stuff like that. But I know 100% in no way, shape, or form a woman that I would want to marry would I be like, okay, I'm cool with this, even if you're getting money from it. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, yeah,
But
man.
that was
like-
years ago. I did that shoot years ago. Like, that has nothing to do.
To me, it wouldn't matter if you did it when you was born. It's all
That's
the same. To me. Like,
crazy.
That's
I
crazy
know,
work.
it's, you know, like that.
But
It's
I
just,
wish you the
you know,
best of luck. I swear.
you as well.
Like,
And we still been cool. I mean, there's no like, there's no bad blood between us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know, ain't no blocking each other, no going crazy, you know, like that. We still cool. But yeah.
That's good.
I
now,
don't follow
Kharyzma,
him no more. I don't.
Yeah, she don't follow me no more. She don't follow me, but
Dang.
it's cool. It's cool.
oh no. Okay.
That's crazy.
And then
what it
Kharyzma,
is.
you said if he would have
was good
asked you
for-
more questions, if you guys would have had a discussion, you said you have no problem with kind of following a man down that path, or is that a journey you want within yourself even? Like,
Oh yeah, no, that's something that I want within myself. That's something that I definitely like I said before, I was raised that way. So that's not something that I will ever neglect in my life. Especially, I do believe that God is what keeps marriages together, and you need that third person for a successful marriage. So if I ever see myself getting married, God will be involved for sure. So whether or not I'm going to church every Sunday, he will definitely be involved. I'm definitely a big believer in prayer. And so, like,
I think he's ready to go, honestly. Yeah, he don't
willing
care.
to work with whoever I see myself with or whoever I'm with in the future when it comes to that. So, I don't know.
Okay.
But, you know.
At this point, you just want to.
and now you said that, provocative, your words, not mine, picture that you had on your Instagram is something you got paid for years ago. Is there a reason
in
that
the
it's still
background?
up? Or have you thought about taking it down?
I'm
or
never going to. I'm very happy with all of my photos. I've been taking photos. I love taking pictures, by the way. I've been taking pictures since I was a little girl, like professional pictures. I will forever love all of my pictures. There's not one picture where I'm naked or, being provocative or I'm bent over. Or, like all of my pictures are very tastefully done. And so, no, I'm not going to take them off my social media. I'm very proud of
His
them.
facial
Like
reaction is just
if
every day.
Fashion Nova hit me up today and was like, "Oh, we saw you in that picture and we want you to do another," I will definitely do it. And my husband or whoever I'm with will be okay with that and understand that it's a photo. Somebody got to do it. So, that's what it is. I don't think pictures supposed to define who you are or any of that. So.
Okay. All right. Well, kind of just to wrap things up here, what are some of your projects you guys are working on? Anything we could be on the lookout for? Jason, let's start with you if you have anything.
Yeah, a couple different things. So I have a YouTube channel that I've been building. I have an ebook out to link. It's in my bio. I also am getting ready to produce, because I'm, like I said on the show, I'm a design consultant. I'm a sales coach and stuff like that. I'm actually getting ready to start a course teaching people everything from marketing, designing, sales, project managing, everything in general. Especially a lot of young kids who have never even seen that field of life and what it can bring them, the wealth and everything. So I'm starting all that. But yeah, just follow me on social media and all that kind of stuff. Got some updates coming soon as well. So yeah.
Okay. Good luck with that. Kharyzma, what about you?
Thank you.
I don't have much going on. I'm just building my hair business, focusing on myself, my mental health, my physical health, my financial. That's pretty much it.
Okay. I got to come to you soon, girl. You got to get me right. Get me right.
I sure do. But whoever does your hair does a good job too.
It's me. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I did not not know that. Wow. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Arlette.
You know, I do my own little
I
hair.
thought you had a personal hairstylist. Wow.
Yeah,
She
my
might
personal
have one
hairstylist. Her
now.
name is Arlette Amuli.
Okay.
What's good, Portia?
But I gotta come to you soon. I see how you do your
Yes.
own, and
Hope
other
you
people
feeling
Yes.
way
really
much
good.
better
Gotta
now.
get you some color.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
but
so
say
scared. I'm
she
terrified.
can have one now.
I like jet black. I'm a jet black girly.
You can never go wrong with black either.
Exactly.
You know what they
All
say,
right, guys.
black
Well, thank
don't
you so much for
crack.
coming on today, speaking with us, letting us get to know a little bit more about you both. Once again, I wish you both the best of luck in everything you do. And thank you so much for coming on. And everyone at home, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
I hate it for her because she got her time wasted badly for no reason. Wow. There's nothing you could do about that episode. There's nothing you could do about this for her. Yeah, it's better now than she over there married to the guy going to church whole time. He don't like what she did 10 years ago. There's no such thing as for him going to the church. Like they don't have something called repentance. Like she can't change her lifestyle. Like he kind of did it like he was it had made it look to be portrayed like he just judged her as if he was God himself. And that's not the right way to go with things like that. Especially when a person is actively trying to change their life where maybe now she's not doing the photoshops like she used to. And it could be still a great vibe. So I mean that's on him. Um Hopefully with her she can find somebody that enjoys her for her, and that way she can build a genuine bond in the future. But hey, that's all for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.